Hey guys, Vegathron here. In this series, we'll be going through each and every charm in Hollow Knight. But this won't just be your normal charm guide, we'll be going deeper than ever before, by the numbers, to uncover absolutely everything we can about each charm. And you can expect the same thing when Silksong comes out. Now, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Carefree Melody. This charm costs 3 notches and has a chance to negate damage. This charm is obtained from Nim in Dirtmouth, after banishing the Grim Troop. Note that doing this will prevent fighting the troop's final boss and replaces the Grimchild charm. Carefree Melody has a chance to block all damage completely, which increases every time it fails to trigger, and resets once it does. Carefree Melody cannot trigger off back-to-back hits. As you can see on the graph shown, it has a 0% chance right after it blocks damage that will gradually increase as more hits are taken. On the third column, we can see the probability that the charm will trigger at a specific amount of hits. This takes into account how likely it is to get to this point without triggering the charm in a previous hit, as well as the current hit's percent to trigger. For example, having the charm trigger on the 6th hit should only occur 5.86% of the time. And, unless you're either lucky or unlucky, we can see hits 3 and 4 are, on average, the most common times a trigger will occur. When comparing Carefree Melody to the other health charms, it doesn't do well at first glance. Triggering an average of 22.46% of the time means it can be considered to boost your total masks by 22.46% as well. If you have 9 masks, this would net you another 2 health for an efficiency of 0.66 health per notch, or 0.82 if you had 11 health, well below both heart charms. This does change, however, the longer the fight goes and the more healing you're able to get off, as the more times you're able to be hit before dying, the more chance it has to trigger and the more health it generates. Another way to look at this is every 4.5 heals you can get off will likely net you another free mask. Just keep in mind, to even break even with Lifeblood Core, you'll need to heal a total of 9 masks, and trigger Carefree Melody 4 times, which is quite a lot. And keep in mind, this is all just averages. You may get extremely lucky or unlucky with the RNG. Although damage is prevented, the knight will still receive invincibility frames as if he was hit. Any charms that proc on taking damage, such as Thorns of Agony and Stalwart Shell, will still trigger. The exception being Grub Song, which requires masks to actually be lost before it gives soul. Sadly, this does not prevent the Delicate Flower from breaking when getting hit, even when Carefree Melody triggers. However, Boulder Shell will not lose durability. Strangely enough, the hit counter does not reset upon death, or even unequipping the charm. This mechanic can be abused and creates a powerful use versus Radiant difficulty boss fights, where you can set up a situation with a high chance of not dying to the first hit. Carefree Melody has no special interactions. That's all for this episode. If you learned something, help me out by subbing and dropping a like. And I hope to see you in the next episode, featuring King Sol.